Thank you, Madam Chairman. Under the current law, Admiral, the Special Diabetes Program for Indians is set to expire at the end of the 2019 fiscal year, as we're well aware. And I have very recently received a letter from the chief of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, Phyllis J. Anderson, outlining how truly important that program has been for the Mississippi Choctaws and for tribes throughout the entire nation. But according to her letter, nearly a quarter of the Native Americans living in the Nashville Indian Health Service area, which includes Mississippi, have diabetes. And given these challenges, I'm glad that your budget supports extending this very important program to this population. What are some of the positive outcomes that tribes have experienced because of this program? We're looking for any bright light, for any hope, and we're sure hoping there's improvement. Can you share some of that with me?
Thank you, Senator Hyde-Smith, and I'm definitely going to turn to our clinical expert pretty quickly on this to share some of the great story. I think that our special diabetes program for Indians is one that can be pointed to with great success and the efficient, effective, accountable use of the funds that have been provided to Indian country. We do have some great success stories, peer-reviewed journal articles that tout that success. So if Dr. Tote doesn't mind sharing some of that great success, we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much, Senator, for the question. There has been great success with the Special Diabetes Program for Indians, and it is a bright spot for the Indian Health Service. We've seen a 54% reduction in renal failure, kidney failure, among patients with diabetes, and that's the only racial or ethnic group that has had a decline in kidney failure and diabetes. So the Special Diabetes Program for Indians is definitely a bright spot, and I think a model for other health programs. And we've also seen a reduction in eye disease, which could lead to blindness from diabetes, and we've seen a reduction in new cases of diabetes. So there is definitely bright spots. There's still much work to be done. We are still a population that is severely disproportionately affected by diabetes. I worked in the Nashville area. I was the chief medical officer in that area prior to being chief medical officer at headquarters. And I know that with the Eastern Band of Cherokee, they had 50% of their elders have diabetes. And so it is still very prevalent and still very much a problem, but we are making great success with the resources that Congress has provided. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator, for raising that very important program. We certainly support that special diabetes program.